Hey family, so today we are going to be talking about a long distance relationship and how you can actually cope in a long distance relationship. So if you are in a long distance relationship or you are thinking about starting a relationship with someone who is very far away from you, if you've had questions, if you've had doubts, and you've been wondering what it is like being in a long distance relationship, then this video is something you want to watch to the end. So stick with me, sugar. It has always been an issue for a lot of persons, okay, and people constantly ask questions like, how do you cope in a long distance relationship? I have someone I like a lot, but they don't live in the same country as me. They live in XYZ country. How do I cope? People ask those questions. And mind you, I'm actually talking about long distance relationship before marriage. I'm not talking of long distance marriages, guys. Like, I am not in support of long distance marriages at all. Please, like, I don't support that. Never, ever, never, ever, ever will. God help me. That is another whole topic on its own, okay? But for now, we're talking about long distance relationship between two singles. So how do you cope? How do you survive in such a situation? Let's dive into this video right away. I'm going to be talking about the pros and cons of being in a long distance relationship. I know a lot of persons have so many negative things to say about being in a long distance relationship, and they're like, it's negative, it's bad. So let's look at the bad sides of being in a long distance relationship. Number one, you have the possibility of being with cheating partners. I mean, you don't see these people, right? So you definitely don't know what is going on in their lives. You're not aware, and they could probably just be gaming on you, doing their own stuff, and you don't know, and you're just there loving them. You could be the only one faithful in the relationship, right? Yeah, but then again, I mean, husbands and wives living in the same house still cheat on themselves. So what are you saying? Let's look at the second disadvantage of being in a long distance relationship. Being in a long distance relationship, if you are not careful, you could end up losing love for that person, because especially if you're the type that really likes all the touching, smooching, you love all that physical connection. When you're not getting physical connection, I mean, it's so easy for you to, let's say, fall out of love if you fell in. Except the love actually grew, that's why they say you have to grow in love. But if you fell into the love, you can just fall out of the love. Okay, so that's another disadvantage of being in a long distance relationship. Now, the third disadvantage of being in a long distance relationship is the fact that we all sometimes, every single person, even when you are not a mushy person, right? And there's nobody cheating. Let's assume nobody's cheating. Let's assume yes, you are okay with not seeing your partner once in a while. Whether you like it or not, you are going to get to that point where you will start feeling lonely. Yes. Because you're going to see a lot of persons. Probably you're going to have friends or relatives who have their partners with them, and they have time out together, and often you are alone. Moments when you are like, it's just you and the world. And if you're not careful, you can become frustrated. You can become angry unnecessarily. Like, you won't know what is getting you angry. You just are getting angry. You can even become depressed. Yes, because it's not going to be easy. And I have to tell you the truth. Being in a long distance relationship is not easy. As a matter of fact, I do not subscribe to long distance relationships. I don't subscribe to it. I do not ever subscribe to long distance relationships because it's hard. It's very hard. Like, it's not easy at all. So why do you want to go into a long distance relationship? But on the other hand, I want to tell us about the advantages of being in a long distance relationship. Yes, it actually has advantages. I know you're going to be wondering, for some persons that have never seen anything good about long distance relationship, you're going to be thinking, what can possibly be the advantage of this thing safe? Don't worry, chill. I'm going to tell you right away. So number one advantage of being in a long distance relationship is it gives you space. Yes, If you're the kind of person that loves your space, if you're the kind of person that you're not too clingy, you're not too much, it just gives you your own space. Like, you don't want to always be around your partner all the time. You want space to do whatever the heck you want to do. You have space to be yourself. It gives you lots of space. And if you are smart, being in a long distance relationship will give you the time to grow. If you and your partner are actually very purposeful about your future together, when you both are apart, being in a long distance relationship will help you to focus on your goals, on your dreams. You're going to put in a lot of energy. If you are being faithful and he or she is being faithful as well, so you're going to grow, you're going to expand, because you're not going out there looking for another girl if you're a guy. So you're focusing on whatever it is you're doing there, and if you're a lady too, you're not going out there looking for another boy or another man. So you're also focused on yourself. You're exerting all the energy because you know that, hey, my partner is not here and it's just me, and I have to put in work. You're not distraction, right? You're not distracted. Basically, you're just going to like put in all your time into work. And most especially when you're beginning to feel lonely, and because you feel lonely and frustrated, you're just going to put in all of that angry energy into working and just turn it into something nice. Another advantage of being in a long distance relationship is the fact that you both will test the true nature of your love. Yes, unfortunately, so many young people right now see relationship. That's like a whole topic. I think I should even do a full video on that. Yes, many people think, okay, once you're having sex, there's a relationship, and if there's no sex, there's no relationship. So now you both of you cannot see yourself, right? And there's no sexual intercourse, right? So yeah, you're going to be able to test the true nature of your relationship. Like, what are we doing? Why are we doing what we are doing? Why are we waiting for each other? How long are we going to wait for each other? So you're going to test the true nature of your love. What is your love founded upon? You're going to find different other ways to love this person, other than touching, hugging, or whatever you're doing together. It's going to become a very purposeful relationship, and you guys will be focused, you guys will be determined, you guys are going to have a goal you're both going to be working towards. So it's really helpful. I must say, an advantage of long distance relationship is that it's helpful. It helps you to really determine what you want. It helps you to state your goals. It helps you to know exactly what you want. So you're going to see this person for who they are. If both of you are true to yourself, you're not hiding anything, you're going to see this person for who they are, and you're going to work towards achieving one particular goal, right? So in the course of the relationship, you will know if this thing is working or if it's not working. I haven't listed some of the advantages and disadvantages of being in a long distance relationship. I told you all of that. So let's look at certain things that you can actually do when you are in a long distance relationship. So let's dive into it right now. I love to give points, so maybe along the line I might forget to put number 1, number 2, whatever, but please just pay attention to get everything, all activities, or maybe not all, but most activities that you both can do in a long distance relationship. So number 1, I know some persons are not going to like this part, but I have to say it is number 1 thing. When you are in a long distance relationship, it's the best time to start praying together. Listen, if you're in a long distance relationship, you have the advantage I talked about. You both will have a goal together. You both are purposeful about your future together. So if you really want to spend your future with this person and you are apart, I don't know, don't you want to be praying couples? Of course, you want to be couples who sleep together and wake up together and pray to God and go to bed and pray to God before they sleep. Is it not? Good. You have to still start it in your relationship. Pray. You both need to start cultivating the attitude of prayer. And I'm going to tell you a secret. They say a couple that prays together stays together. Now, I'm not saying some pastors may not be cheating on their wives or husbands. You get what I'm saying? Because I know what it is. I say the truth. But what I'm saying is, it keeps both of you focused when you both are praying about your relationship. Now, let me give you a hint. Do you realize that you can pray about a cheating partner? If a partner, for instance, has issues, and you can talk to the partner about it. Probably, let's say you tell your partner, babe, I think you're not giving me so much attention. I think you're not loving me the right way. I think, I want to be loved in XYZ manner, but you're not really showing it to me. Let's say you've complained 1, 2, 3 times. Then it's time to pray about it. Tell the partner, let us both pray about it. Both of you can start praying about it. Whatever attitude attitude or character in one partner you don't like, you've talked about it. Both of you can now come together and be like, start talking and praying to God about it and asking God to help take it away from that partner. And also in the attitude of prayer, do you also realize that you both can constantly, continuously pray to God, committing all your goals to Him? If you want to spend your life together, you have to start telling God about it. Tell God, I want to be with this person for the rest of my life. Help our relationship. Relationship is work, hard work. Even when you live in the same town, it's work. How much more you don't live in the same town? It's work pro max. Seriously. So you have to be praying to God. Say, God, please help us keep our relationship. Help us love each other aright. Help us pray about every and anything. Yes. That is the number one thing you should do if you are in a long distance relationship. Prayer. Number 2, have definite goals. Why are you in this relationship? If you want to be in a relationship and you want to be faithful, then of course if you're a lady, you want to wait for this person. I don't know how long you want to wait. Both of you should decide how long you will be apart. You cannot just say I'm in a long distance relationship till infinity. You cannot just be hustling till infinity. You know what I'm saying? You have to decide that this distance is going to take XYZ time. I have to be apart for a while. Then you have definite goals and say, okay, after so and so period of time, we are going to come together. Yes, you cannot just be dating. Or guinea. What kind of thing is that? You have to you have to decide that this is how long we are going to be apart. So yes, have definite goals, and goals don't only fall in the number or period of time you'll be apart. It also falls into your activities. If you both really want to come together, you have to start planning your life together like you will plan your life together if you are together. Yeah, so you have to tell yourself, okay, babe, this is what we want. We, remember the word we, want to accomplish or do at so period of time. So, babe, what are you doing in respect to this? So, wherever he is, he has to be doing whatever it is that is going to be in alignment with your future plans and goals together. And you yourself, where you are as a woman or as a man, you also have to be doing whatever it is that's in alignment with both of your future plans together. So you both are going to be setting goals that ensures that at XYZ period of time, you both can meet each other. So it's very important, right? Setting goals and accomplishing it. That's the second thing you should be doing when you are in a long distance relationship. Is that clear? Okay, now the third thing you should really be doing if you are in a long distance relationship, sweetheart, is learn to trust and also be faithful. If both of you are being purposeful, as a man, be faithful. People say it's a man's word. Shut up, it's not a man's word, it's everybody's word. So don't cheat and say men love to cheat. Women love to cheat too, but we don't cheat, right? Yes, women don't cheat. Yes, we don't cheat. And argue with your keypad. We don't cheat. Men, stop cheating. I lied, some women cheat. Okay, but what I'm trying to say is be faithful. Both of you should come together and be faithful. Decide to be faithful, and you have to trust this person. Because if you don't trust this person, a lot of things will be going on through your head. People will be messing up with you. You're going to have your friends, relatives, family telling you, what do you think this person is doing there? You're here deceiving yourself. And hey, men, don't let a woman be faithful for you. Keep herself, and you are there. You are dancing from one Benita to Anita. Don't do that. And women, you too, because your man is not out there, if he decides to be faithful to you, be faithful too. Don't go and be saying you want to collect from John and then give to Peter or collect. Everybody be faithful. Learn to trust. I'm sorry, I'm an Igbo person, I'm Nigerian, and all my Nigerian mannerisms are pouring out. Hallelujah. So bear with me, okay? Good. So what I'm saying is, don't go and cheat as a lady. If your man is wherever, be faithful and trust him. If you both have trust for yourself, it will save you headache. You're just going to be relaxed. You're not going to be thinking, because only the thinking can make you to machines, to be honest. So you don't want to machines, you don't want to be looking pale. Trust them. Decide on your own that I will trust this person, and just trust them, okay? Now, the fourth thing you should be doing in a long distance relationship, this now goes into activities that can keep the relationship going. Communication. The word has gone global. Everything is now happening online. Yes, you can see yourself, you can be on video call, you can do anything together. So when it comes to communication, it's so important that you both communicate, talk about everything, all your day's activities, everywhere you're going to, what you're doing at work, if you're schooling, talk about what you're doing at school. Don't just say I'm fine. Like, I'm fine is very boring. If you keep doing I'm fine, I can assure you that you're going to have a very boring relationship. But when you talk about all of your activities during the day, trust me, you guys will have more and more topics to talk about, and you're going to make your partner to live in your present day activity. Like, they're going to be a part of each and every of your day. And you can also talk about what you're going to do for the next day, so they always know what you're up to at all times. Okay, so that's on communication. So the other thing I want to talk about, the other activity that you and your partner can indulge in to keep your relationship going, is having dinner nights together. Yes, you heard me. It's a dinner night is not only for when you and your partner are together, you plan to go somewhere. Even when he or she is far away from you, both of you can decide to have a dinner night. Dress in a fancy, beautiful way. As a young man, look for a sweet suit, wear your suit. Even if you don't want to go to like a proper restaurant, you can set up a dinner in your own house, in your dining or your room, whatever. Get a table. Ladies, wear a very beautiful dinner dress, do some makeup, wear a lovely wig. Okay, set up some fancy smelling candles, light up the room, put some flowers, put some balloons, cook a sumptuous meal. Get yourself a bottle of wine, both for the lady and for the guy. Set your table and both of you call yourselves on a video call and have dinner, like proper real dinner. It's going to create memories. You guys are going to talk about a lot of things. It's going to be amazing. Trust me. Another thing I wanted to talk to you about that you can do if you're in a long distance relationship is learn to read books together. Everybody should be a reader, right? So people can both read books together. Like, you can choose a book that you could read for a week, for a month, or whatever. You can still have a book you're reading for yourself. Yes, you can read 2 or more books at the same time. Of course, so you can have a book you're reading for yourself personally, and then you can have a book both of you decide to read together. So both of you will read these books, and you can choose certain days or certain time of the day that you can come together and share your thoughts on that book, share what you learn. You can choose a book on relationship. Even there are books that will help with your long distance relationship. Okay, you can choose a book on finance, on business, on career, whatever, personal development, whatever aspect of life that you guys want to talk about. Then you share your lessons from that book. It's going to be fun. It's going to keep you both on the same level of IQ, hopefully, and then help you both think alike and share the same values and morals. Okay, so that's one thing that you can do together if you're in a long distance relationship. So another thing that you both can do if you're distance apart, sweetheart, is for you both to go shopping together. Yes, you can actually go shopping with your spouse. I know that it sounds weird, like, what do you mean go shopping? It's fun, just like the way we talked about dinner. That dinner thing is like really very romantic. Like, you don't have to be like a typical Nigerian, it's a very romantic thing. You can go on shopping with your spouse. You can shop for clothes or shop for groceries, and you're on video call and they experience that moment with you. Trust me, you guys are just going to keep bonding and you will love it. Don't care about what people will say seeing you. Like, who cares about people anyway? Okay, so another aspect that you can actually do together, sweetie, is have a movie night together. You guys can create your own cinema. Like, even if you don't go to a cinema, there's a new movie out and you have access to it, right? You can actually create a cinema in your room, in your parlor, wherever. All right, so let's say you have 2 phones, or let's say you have a phone, you have your laptop. You can decide to thank God for Netflix. Hallelujah. So you can watch a movie on Netflix on your laptop or your second phone, and use the second phone to call on video call. Okay, so you both can be seeing the movie together at the same time. You talk about the movie, share experience like you are together. All the wow moments, like oh my god moment, like no way, like he did that. How can she even say that? Other vibing. You guys can like vibe together to that movie. And if it's a horror movie, yeah, you share together. If it's an action movie, share all the action movements together in that movie. You're going to love it, trust me. The other thing that you both can do together as a couple is for you to have friends group call together. It's just like when you want to have like a group date, right? You know, you want to go out on dates and hang out with your friends is friends and all of that. You can still do the same thing. Like if you both have mutual friends, go on a group call together once in a while, and you guys can like talk about anything, talk about memories. Like if you have friends who are also couples, right? You both can all have your group call, share your experiences in your relationship and share your plans and goals and moving forward, and you know, just have some fun. You can do this once in a while. So long distance relationship doesn't have to be boring at all. Like these are some of the things that you can really do to spice up your long distance relationship and keep the love going. And this is apart from all your mushy moments. You're still going to have all those mushy moments when you call and talk all the sweet nonsense say all the I love you too, I miss you too, and every other sandwich in between. Okay, so this has brought me to the end of this video. I'm hoping that after listening to this video, you're going to realize that, you see, being in a long distance relationship is actually doable, it's actually achievable, and can still be fun. But I'm also going to tell you, if you don't have the muscle to chest it, please don't do it. If you don't have the energy, if you know you cannot cope, don't even go ahead. Because like normally I would not even advise anybody to go in a long distance relationship because it's not easy. But if you can follow these steps, spice it up, and you're going to have a lot of fun and you'll be happy. If you found this video really interesting and useful, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to share, like my video, subscribe to my channel, please, so I will be motivated to create new content, and leave me some comments in my comment section. Don't forget, you can comment, share your thoughts, share what topics you want me to talk about. Is there any video you want me to talk about? Do you have a question? So tell me, are you in a long distance relationship? How have you been coping? Have you tried any of these tips I gave? Did it work for you or did it not work for you? Let me know your experience. What has been your challenges if you are in a long distance relationship? What did you do that worked and what didn't work? Like, I want to get all of that in the comment section. Feel free to chat me up and I'm going to respond to all the comments as much as I can. We are still a growing channel, so if I have 100 comments right now, I will respond to all the 100 comments. Yes. Thank you for watching. My name is Chamaka Lekua and this remains The Real to with Amaka. I will see you in my next video.